there! A year ago I made a video about Fortnite facts, and I think it's time for part 2 and more useless information. Let's see how many of the following you knew. Oh, and of course before we start, insert code ADAMARU begging here. Thank you! Did you know the original customizable skin in Fortnite, Maya, found in the Battle Pass back in Chapter 2 Season 2, was said to have 3.8 million style options. Yet someone did the maths, and in fact there are 9.2 million unique combinations and style options for her. 9.2. What does yours look like? Mine's this. I didn't change a thing. When swimming was added to Fortnite, the game developers used the movie Don't Mess With the Zohan as reference for the over-the-top nature of the animation. Over in Fortnite Save the World, it's possible to find skins referencing different movies and icons. Kyle has a Friday the 13th costume complete with hockey mask, and Jess has a Beetlejuice costume. If you haven't seen Beetlejuice, by saying his name 3 times in a row, it will summon him to your location. I dare you to say it. Sticking with Save the World, did you know Chaos Agent has voice lines? Listen.
Something's floating in that incubation tube.
Turns out in this reality, he's a Russian scientist. Season 0 of Battle Royale had the most insane secret to be found. At the shipping crates, hidden at the very bottom, was this! A tiny cabbage making machine in a suitcase. To this day, I still don't know what this represents. Epic Games must give us answers soon. During Chapter 2, another mind-boggling item appeared under steamy stacks. This freaky item was hidden behind a wall, giving off this weird sound. It was revealed to be a crossover with the movie Tenet, and this is part of the algorithm, which is extremely important to the plot. A Fortnite crossover that was hinted at but never arrived was for the movie It. That scary clown's red balloons could be seen floating tied to sewer drains, and if they were destroyed, we'd hear this. But the full crossover for the It movie never arrived. The shortest crossover in Fortnite history is from Wreck-It Ralph, who was technically in the game for less than 5 seconds, walking through the frame at risky reels. Luckily, we were given an emote to remember the absolute unit that Ralph is. The legend of Peely is constantly growing, as without him, the IO would have won the war against the Seven. 4 weeks before the collision event, Peely was learning how to drive and constantly failed. Luckily, when defeat looked imminent for our mech, Peely rocked up and saved the day, handing over some sweet slurp juice. So if anyone asks who's the most important character in Fortnite, it's Peely. But to get to this point, he's endured some bad times, being the character eliminated the most in Fortnite trailers. He was tracked down and frozen in carbonite by the Mandalorian. He was yeeted out of existence by Darth Vader on the roller coaster. Peely didn't have a chance to react when Indiana Jones set off the boulder. He was taken out by Vader again when a door malfunctioned during a Star Wars crossover. And his most gruesome death of all came at the hands of Ryu as Jonesy ran to join the Seven. And of course there was that time his best friend Jonesy made him into a smoothie to save his own life. Peely's been through some things. And if you're wondering how he came into existence, it was thanks to Jonesy messing with an unreliable sideways rift, combining his DNA with a banana he was eating at the time. Fortnite is weird. When Fortnite added a zero build mode in Chapter 3, the eagle-eyed in the background noticed Tomato Head being eliminated by fall damage. It turns out that was a nod to Tim the Tapman and his favourite skin, and his constant dying to fall damage. The war-themed season coincided with a very real war in the Ukraine, so Epic gave revenue from the game to charities over there to assist. $144 million in total, which is 5.3 billion hryvnia. I think I said that right.
Ukrainian money is hryvnia.
During that season, a llama was created with shipping crates, and the Ukraine flag made up the bulk of it, showing support in-game. Nice touch. In the last episode, we looked at the first 2 gravestones added to Fortnite to commemorate player stupidity. Since then, 2 more have been found. A crater was found with a gravestone commemorating Jack Graz and his squad, who used a glitch to throw themselves across the map. They went further than expected, and Jack didn't survive. The other gravestone saw a car wreck halfway into the ground, with flowers and 2 graves nearby. This one is for Rust9K, who drove a vehicle into a rift and then glitched through the ground, eliminating him and his passenger instantly. RIP. We all know about DVD screensavers and the bouncing icon. We long to hit one of the corners perfectly. In Fortnite, the IO have the very same screensaver with their own logo, and if you're wondering, it can indeed hit the corner. It's so satisfying. Do you know what day of the week it was when Agent Jones last jumped into the 0 point before switching allegiance to the 7? Well, in Imposters mode, we can visit his room and see his wardrobe and the suits he wears each day. And the last one he wore was a Tuesday. So this happened on a Tuesday. Useless information, but kinda cool too. Did you know that a fan named the Klombo species? When the image of this creature was first released, a chap on Reddit, whose name I can't pronounce, proclaimed, "I shall call him Klombo. I want a plush of him." The dev in charge liked that name and it became law. And then a Klombo dance was found in the files too if we emoted nearby. As far as I know, it was never added to the game, and now the Klombos have gone too. So maybe one day they will return. A hidden feature for over 4 years was found in 2023 by Tabor Hill. By equipping the Bright Bomber set, it was possible to fire firework-style rockets from your glider. Epic discovery many years later. Speaking of creators, did you know Fortnite streamer Reddish was once in a PlayStation advert back in 2015? Look, she be here dancing! One of Fortnite's most loved characters is Midas. During Chapter 2, he had a room at the rig. In there was a cabinet containing the Centurion skin. Yet, a few days before the event, it was removed, and eventually it was replaced with the Cyclo skin, suggesting Midas used it during the event. But we still don't have a clue if that's true or not. And Midas seems to have a history of last-minute removals. Only days before his character was officially revealed, he was supposed to be wearing glasses, yet the decision was made to remove them. By that point, his golden statue was already an in-game asset, so we can still see his glasses to this day. And it gets weirder. Midas has a band of troops loyal to him known as his First Shadows. They were added in crew packs starting with the Burning Wolf. He had an animated comic complete with voiceovers telling us how he was recruited to the team. But suddenly, it was deleted from YouTube. All existence wiped out. Luckily, many of us downloaded it just in case. In fact, there is a real Midas curse and it's in Fortnite. King Midas, as you know, has the ability to change things into gold, just like the Midas in-game. Well, thanks to a crossover with Tomb Raider, it was possible to have a golden version of Lara Croft, and that was a callback to this Midas scene. Did you know the Squad Origins set of backblings are based on the pin badges the developers received for working on each season in Chapter 1? Amazing. And the skins include this jumpsuit in homage to Bruce Lee. And in Save the World, there's a super rare collector's version of that yellow jumpsuit, complete with biker helmet. This one is a Kill Bill reference, which in turn is a Bruce Lee reference. Remember when the Zappatron from Save the World found its way into Battle Royale for a few minutes? That moment was given a cheeky Easter egg in Fortnite's Imposter mode, depicting the rifle in Io's holding room. And at the end of the live event that season, the Zappatron drifted away in the sea, never to be seen again. The Imposter mode had a bunch of secrets and Easter eggs. Sticking with weapons, the Zap Zap energy weapon could be seen on the wall, even though that gun never appeared in Battle Royale. At the fast food restaurant under the island, it was possible to order a pizza. But if you want pineapple on your pizza, the game has a message for you. You're a psycho, and I agree. When Spider-Gwen joined Fortnite, we could unlock this Aracrobatic emote, which is a group of impressive flippy flips. Yet, when Gwen uses the emote, the frame rate changes to match the movie she was last seen in, Into the Spider-Verse. A pause is used to make things look more like a comic book. Speaking of spider people, when the Evil Dead crossover was around and players spoke to Ash wearing a spider outfit, Ash would say, "You remind me of a wrestler I once knew." A homage to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man debuting as a wrestler. And look who the announcer is. It's Ash. Well, it's Bruce Campbell, but he plays Ash. You get the idea. Fortnite is such a massive franchise now that it appears in movies. You'll all remember the time Noob Master 69 was Thor's Fortnite nemesis in Avengers Endgame. Since then, we've seen Ryan Reynolds summon the Rainbow Smash in Free Guy, and more recently, Fortnite storyline master, the mustard we call Donald, has been in The Matrix playing a game developer, and his voice was in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, and Avengers Endgame as an extra. That man gets around. And of course, he also co-voices the Visitor in Fortnite. Okay, I'm gonna blow your mind right now. Fortnite does not have any nipples. Take a look at these henchmen. None of them have nips. I don't know why this is in the video, but it is. Have fun trying to get that out of your head. Oh, do you remember when Fortnite added mouth movements to characters in the lobby? It wasn't there for long, but it was amazing.
When I talk, my mouth moves.
When Chapter 2 arrived, a fridge was spotted in the middle of the desert, and fans immediately took this as confirmation Indiana Jones was on his way. Of course they were right, and when Indy did arrive, a sneaky hidden secret message was tattooed on his head. Liam and Finn with a love heart, from their dad. It didn't take long for Epic Games to remove this. How dare you show love in a video game? Did you know when the Imposters mode released, sponsored streamers were not allowed to say or reference Among Us at all? Epic pretended they hadn't copied the mode, and it infuriated everyone. Luckily, a few weeks later, this changed and credit was given to the right game, and eventually that led to a crossover. Did you know that Darth Vader can't be shown being hurt or having weaknesses in Fortnite, which is why he has a custom death animation? He takes a knee. I'm told this is the same animation he has in Star Wars Battlefront. And did you know why Vader helps the Stormtrooper look taller to go on the roller coaster? It's all thanks to Princess Leia and the time she said this.
A little short for a Stormtrooper. Huh?
The rarest PlayStation trophy in Fortnite is of course the Platinum Trophy, and only 0.1% of people have achieved it. It turns out that one of my Discord mods has it. I'm not sure if he needs an award or a hug. Discord link in the description, by the way. Deadpool once took over Midas's yacht in Chapter 2. He completely revamped the ship and brought in artwork you learn about at school, including the Scream. Who said Fortnite isn't educational? During the last days of Chapter 3, a Lord of the Rings crossover was hinted at. Kid Rock was slowly building Helm's Deep on the beach, and people on Nintendo Switch could see the next part of the build before it updated. But suddenly, it was removed. They all are gone. Did you know the fishing shop in Retail Row back in Chapter 1 could be emoted with to do this? When carrying a chicken and jumping, it will regularly sing Ride of the Valkyries, a reference to the Apocalypse Now War movie. The rarest back blings in Fortnite are these exclusives from Fortnite China, a shield and a penguin. But since the game isn't available in China anymore, they are all left in digital purgatory. Do they still exist? Fortnite once had a secret storyline about a gnome versus bear war. It spanned months and saw an epic prison break and a huge battle line drawn up. Thankfully, peace was declared. Low-key, the best part of Fortnite was all the hidden stories. I loved them. Another story saw the crustaceans go through the stages of human evolution, including building pyramids and venturing into space. And finally, they set off a nuclear blast and became cyborgs. It was so weird, but in a great way. When the character V, or Vi, however you say it, released, she hacked the Fortnite Twitter account to search for Drift, a character taken from the Californian desert all those years ago. They were both part of the Fox clan, and it looked like an epic story was about to begin. But no, it was just to sell crew packs, and we never heard anything ever again. And all those tweets were deleted. When John Wick joined Fortnite, he came to the island with his own house, a near-perfect recreation. But the best thing of all was for those who watched the movies. Sledgehammering the ground in the basement revealed John's secret hitman stash, just like in the movie. Amazing. The Destiny 2 collaboration arrived with a trailer which showed the iconic loot cave. Basically, back in Destiny 1, the drop rates of the best weapons were so low we would all sit by a cave that spawned enemies and shoot them for hours. Only OG Destiny gamers understand this. This crossover also saw the Fortnite battle bus crash land in the Destiny 2 reality. Crazy surreal. You've seen the pink guitar that I wear in game. The original version is blue. It's based on the one used by Dimebag Darrell. Sadly, the Pantera guitarist was shot in 2004 and the Epic devs wanted to commemorate the loss. RIP. Sorry for the downer there. And to end, let's go to the Touch Grass Awards for Fortnite. The player with the most Fortnite Battle Royale wins as of the day I'm posting this is Ship, now with 41,267 wins. The most wins in a row is held by a guy called Ray, who is currently on a 221 game win streak. A bot lobby's allowed. The record for most elims in one match is held by Ranger, who has 118 in a single match. And the person who has played the most Fortnite ever, that's Prime Salad with 825,740 minutes, which is more than 573 days of constant Fortnite. And now you know why I call these the Touching Grass Awards. Immense dedication is needed. That was 69 Fortnite facts from silly to serious. I hope you liked it. Legends on screen now who used code ADAMARU. Thank you so much. It makes videos like this possible. I'm Adam, you're awesome. See ya.